Welcome to Star Watch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Have you ever seen a single photo spark a storm of opinions across the internet? Globe with Meridians. When Wang Yibo's mountain climbing pictures hit social media, they didn't just capture breathtaking views. They triggered waves of admiration, debate, and even controversy. And now, Huang Dada has stepped in with words that add a whole new layer to the story. Stay with us, because what he revealed may change the way fans see Wang Yibo forever. Wang Yibo has always been more than just a familiar face on the screen. For years, audiences have admired him as an actor, a singer, a dancer, and even as a professional racer who thrives on speed and precision. His career is built on constant visibility, flashing cameras, crowded stages, relentless schedules. Yet behind the polished image lies a young man searching for a quieter kind of strength, one that cannot be measured by ratings or box office success. That search recently revealed itself in a way few expected, through the simple yet powerful act of climbing mountains. When his photos from the climb appeared online, they told a story that words could not. There he was, far away from the artificial glow of spotlights, wearing modest clothes, his focus completely absorbed by the rocky path ahead. The backdrop was vast and unyielding, the peaks towering like silent guardians, and in those moments, Wang Yibo seemed both small against nature and at the same time profoundly free. For many who saw the images, it was not just about a celebrity exploring the outdoors. It was about a man daring to step outside the boundaries of fame, allowing himself to reconnect with something raw and real. Fans described feeling inspired by the determination on his face, the physical effort captured in each movement. They recognized a side of him that mirrors their own struggles, the human need to disconnect from pressure, to breathe deeply in a space untouched by judgment. His mountain journey felt symbolic. The higher he climbed, the more he seemed to shed the weight of expectation, exchanging noise for silence and chaos for balance. There is also a deeper emotional resonance in those images. To see someone so admired seek refuge in nature reminds us that fame does not erase the longing for peace. It shows that success and solitude can exist side by side, and that personal fulfillment often lies in the simplest acts. Wang Yibo's climb was not staged for applause. It was a quiet declaration that even in a world dominated by appearances, authenticity still matters. For those who looked closely, the photos were not just snapshots. They were windows into his inner world, a glimpse of the resilience and vulnerability that make him truly human. The release of Wang Yibo's mountain climbing photos was meant to be a quiet celebration of resilience and freedom, but instead, it became the spark that ignited a storm of opinions. What for some looked like an innocent moment of connection with nature, for others appeared to be carefully orchestrated. Almost immediately, online debates began to swirl. Supporters praised his courage and admired the purity of his actions, seeing the climb as a reminder that even those in the brightest spotlight crave simple joys. Yet critics were quick to cast shadows, suggesting that the images were staged to maintain his public image or to feed the endless cycle of celebrity news. As the controversy grew, it was no longer about a man climbing a mountain, but about what the act represented. Was it a genuine pursuit of peace or just another performance in front of an unseen audience? Some questioned whether it was safe for him to take on such a physically demanding activity given his packed schedule and responsibilities. Others dismissed the photos as a publicity strategy, arguing that every detail in a star's life is calculated. These doubts reflected a deeper issue: the way society views celebrities, rarely allowing them the space to simply live without interpretation. This tension created a powerful divide. On one side were the fans who felt inspired, believing that Wang Yibo's choice symbolized strength and authenticity, a rebellion against the artificiality of fame. On the other side were skeptics, convinced that no action from someone so famous could ever be truly personal. For them, even his attempt to find solitude in nature was read as a message to the public, a story constructed for others to consume. The emotional weight of this debate lies in what it reveals about fame itself. For ordinary people, climbing a mountain would never raise a question of motive. it would be celebrated as an accomplishment or a personal escape. But for Wang Yibo, every step on that path became evidence in a trial he never asked for, judged not only by fans but by strangers across the world. In the end, the controversy highlighted a painful truth. Celebrities are often denied the right to be human. The photos were not just images of a man against a mountain. They became a mirror reflecting the endless scrutiny that fame imposes and the fragile line between authenticity and perception. Amidst the noise of praise and criticism, it was Huang Dada's words that seemed to cut through the confusion with rare clarity. Known for his candid nature and ability to speak with both warmth and honesty, he offered not another accusation nor a blind defense, but a perspective grounded in understanding. To Huang Dada, Wang Yibo's mountain climbing was never about spectacle or self-promotion. Instead, he described it as an act of retreat, a deeply personal way to reclaim balance in a life endlessly dictated by the demands of fame. For him, the photos were not staged symbols, but glimpses into moments when Yibo could breathe freely without the constant pressure to perform. Huang Dada reminded audiences that behind the stage lights and the meticulously curated images of celebrity life, there is still a human being who battles exhaustion, self-doubt, and the longing for simplicity. His interpretation was almost tender, painting Wang Yibo not as an idol reaching for another headline, but as a young man seeking peace among the mountains. The climb, he argued, was not an escape from fans or from responsibility, but from the suffocating weight of always having to be someone else in front of the world. Nature, in its vast silence, gave Yibo a rare chance to just be himself. What made Huang Dada's comments resonate so deeply was the empathy behind them. He did not focus on the controversy, but on the humanity that the controversy seemed to ignore. His words encouraged people to shift their gaze away from suspicion and towards compassion, to recognize that fame often strips away the ordinary freedoms others take for granted. By reframing the conversation, he reminded fans and critics alike that authenticity is not always loud or polished. It can be found in the quiet determination of climbing a peak simply because one's soul needs it. In many ways, Huang Dada's perspective became a gentle defense not only of Wang Yibo, but of all public figures who long for spaces where they can live without judgment. It was a call for understanding, a reminder that celebrities are not immune to the universal search for peace. His words transformed what began as a heated debate into something more profound, a reflection on the shared human need for rest, solitude, and the freedom to choose moments that nurture the spirit. This story isn't just about a celebrity and some pictures. It opens up wider questions. Why do we expect stars to always explain themselves? Can't hobbies simply be hobbies, even for the most famous faces? And most importantly, when did enjoying nature become controversial? For international fans, this also reflects something universal. No matter where you live, whether it's the US, Korea, Japan, France, or Indonesia, we all search for moments away from the noise. Wang Yibo's climb is not just his journey. It mirrors the journey of anyone trying to breathe freely in a crowded world. So, next time you see those mountain climbing photos, maybe you'll look beyond the arguments. Maybe you'll see a young man chasing freedom on the peaks, while carrying the weight of fame on his shoulders. What do you think? Was this controversy overblown? Or does it reveal something deeper about how we see celebrities? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching Star Watch Now. If you enjoyed today's story, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join us as we uncover more inspiring and dramatic moments from the stars you love. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep watching with us.